Empanyi ga asem se abo odwan obomusu a wode ne honam ene tua sanso ena chese abo no wentwasu atukuba enei de etiti bi ni se Supreme Court batan atwen desedese ni nyina no eye nsem bi akwaka afa eye Supreme Court eye ensem bi eda bedasreda omo edo sodoso no ede atentere ne abetudwa ena ono so ya mra ni wa ogde na no kotuma keka nsem bi ni kwaso wakana contempt achi no Obekaya ebra 2012 na nado dan kwa faro de ensem ko pie eye Supreme Court contempt echiche manfo Sir John the late echiche manfo bebere na je se obo okogina adaka nkura na no ho pushe dese enso ba tena radio sun TV so hey yenya no mfa wiase nyina nso enu bi na ato NDC Atuguba na abusia Morris Sampa cheche nsem no mu ye papa enyebre na yenti wo so wadwe nkyere no. Now they are to conversation with me.
You see, my problem with just Atuguba. A judge, what call retirements? You have colleagues, judges, who are not on retirement. Your junior sister, just Tokunu, has start with other 4 eminent Supreme Court judges like you. And at your time, I was sitting on the election petition. Just Atuguba told the whole people of Ghana, say, hey, Court Kasa, young Kesebi. And now be new point say, obey it to Twasem, Edidi attempt. And he said, John, and it's a new coup, who said, Doyemo, and Atubiga, and others are. Misbehaving, they were dragged to the Supreme Court and disciplined. A democrat FCC jail term. Now here comes the same just Atuguba. On no accord retirement. Now case that was found. No, he is not part of the panel members. In fact, the process will be answered. You know. Judges Atuguba does not have any of the court processes. The application, any exhibitor that was filed at the Supreme Court was brought to the notice of the current Chief Justice and the 4 Supreme Court judges who sat on the matter. They had the jurisdiction to hear the matter. And they were seized with all the facts and the information. Excuse me. There's a Atuguba over retirement now. Now comes openly to attack the colleagues, judges. The colleague judges say, 1, they are wrong because they don't have original jurisdiction. And their jurisdiction has not properly been revoked. Adentia. Issue is about vacation of MPs. And you know, they are wrong. Jesus Christ. My first problem with Atuguba is that you are on retirement. You file a case before you. Your sisters and your brothers have seized with the facts. Application, all the evidence were before them. They have the law. No more apply the law, no. And they are looking it from the angle, say, there is a writer, and the Article 2 say, Obi violated the Constitution by trying to take away Supreme Court for to interpret. And then they realize that yes, Speaker have violated the Constitution by interpreting the Constitution and applying it in a way alleged to say was sacking members of Parliament. And your brothers and sisters rule. Then a Supreme Court judge grants interview to stationer led by Captain Smart and people knowing that TV3 a pro MDC station. Atuguba grant interview And with all the insults and attack, attacking the Supreme Court judges, no, went and support it, fuel it, say, oh, the Supreme Court, you're wrong. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Sister Atuguba, have you read the statement of case of the Attorney General? Have you read the submission of the Attorney General? Say, the Supreme Court, we are wrong. Jesus Christ. A senior jurist on retirement. And Sister Atuguba, you are not only the only jurist on retirement. We have a lot of the jurists, those who are ahead of you. So for Yakufumu, you know, the Taban who retired before you. And then we have Sophia, Judge Wood, and other eminent Supreme Court judges. They have retired. They are your seniors. But what I know, say judges no more kasau. What do pen it true? And if you so judge, we are judge. You must not be seen openly criticizing and attacking your colleagues. Where the public no more attacking, don't know the law. The members of parliament like Sir John, people like Jampumo, all your political science. There are people like Ayarigamo, and then we have a lot of people like Omuni law. We're attacking the Supreme Court because Omunti law say. Then you have a Supreme Court former judge saying that they are wrong. And at the end of the day, no church you were confused because we have a lot of authorities cited to show say the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court were properly invoked. There are a lot of criminal cases. If the Chieftaincy, Atuguba have taken his time to read the statement of case of the Attorney General, Obehunse was citing more than 16 to 17 legal authorities to support, say, the Supreme Court had jurisdiction over the matter. Meaning, Supreme Court, it will to me, so interpreting. Na to me, the man na Obiatra Parliament interpreting no say that be unisa to me na. I'm born in the same. Na amanfo didi atema na whole Supreme Court judge wo retirement wo brace no. We say, hey, amanfo mu ade and we can't tag the judiciary. And the way I would deal with Sir John and Samuel Kumuno, hope Sir doing at that time. Ghanaian tedi because that time now with the to me you dealt with them and then what call retirement your own colleagues at the bench. Colleagues are who retire a two cases not done with him, knowing how our judiciary no NDC form pay judiciary and same on the track record that you killing judges. During time they killed sitting judges. Matters this, sir. And then we know the attitude of NDC. They have never liked the judiciary. Sasu say when they come to power now, they will deal with political judges. When you come to most of the comment, and then there's so many ways of killing a cat. What do I say? And there's a mama, the way of attacking the judiciary. And the way NDC don't have respect for the judiciary, then a senior jurist like you, in retirement, you join these miscreants, you join these people who have no dignity, and you allow them, supported them to attack the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court by saying that they are wrong. Jesus Christ. Just that, Atuguba, I'm so much disappointed in you. You have really undermined the authority of the Supreme Court by what you have said. If you also too know what exposing the Supreme Court judges to public ridicule, hatred, and contempt. you need to be cited for contempt. One guy said, Atuguba, I said you dragged you before the same Supreme Court judge to be dealt with. Because what if the outcry said they are wrong, no? You yourself know you're wrong because you yourself know. Case now, you know, only copy. At the time they were granting you an interview, no, you don't have access to the processes of the court, and also on which authority now they make no pronouncement, no, just because you feel so strongly, say, a person support one political party, and you want to make sure say this current Chief Justice and the Supreme Court judges, no, are dealt with. But you know something? The person is sending signal to all well-meaning Ghanaians. Say the Supreme Court judges have spoken. The orders are there, begging in the balls until on to be in case or implement the orders. You can always run, but you cannot hide. Ube to take advantage of say who the quorum, no suspend the parliament. Ube take advantage say who international program to do. But the fact remains that order still hangs on your head. That order is still binding on you. South Supreme Court order and the ruling no is still binding on Parliament, and it will bind on you until. And therefore, Speaker of Parliament, no, nobody can stop them from coming to Parliament. But what I want to tell the people of Ghana is say, they are very careful the way we want to undermine the judiciary. The Supreme Court will not go to be a Supreme Court to Ethiopia, obeying the constitution. The Supreme Court judges are subject to the constitution. They are not subject to any political opinion and malice and hatred. They are not moved by your insults. But Atuguba and Kawale Chief Justice and now Kabadisa was some more those people who are making noise and criticizing, and that's a criticism. Criticism is allowed, but the attack and insult. Somebody like Mama Yadiga comes to say, we don't have knowledgeable people in the Supreme Court. Is it not contemptuous? Will Atuguba take this for granted? Giving a poster during 2012 and 13. I sat at TV3 and I was doing legal analysis. So I'm a privy, me authority. Because I watch the demeanor. And you know, I think say, come again, you are a disgrace to the bench. There's Atuguba, you are a serious disgrace to your colleagues at the bench. In fact, one my ferry, and it's a shame unto you. And you see, you will die, and this will follow you. What the Bible say, Ishirani ewufua, wowu eradi mu ni fepepereko no omu nyuma pa ebedi wechi. And you know, as you live, no, your legacy, no, if you don't change and look at the national interest, don't be so personal. When you as a presiding, no, you were personal with Sir John. To Sir John, you were personal with Samuel Oku. You put them to their smoother level. You show them, you told them that have you seen your sizes? But when it comes to your other colleagues, Justice Tokonu, Samuel, Asiedu, and the other judges, no, you are joining the public to attack them by saying that they are wrong. And just Atuguba, when a ruling of the Supreme Court is wrong, what do you advise? Don't you tell the people, say they should go on review. But you come on air and support TV3, and then you come and say that they are wrong without any legal basis. You could not justify it by legal authority. Want to be fun, and when they say, retirement, no, you just came out and then camera na your face. And the camera, you spoke to me. You spoke like an ordinary person. You didn't speak as a jurist, because eminent jurists are those who respect themselves and understand the legal implication and the political consequences of their actions. No, keep quiet. So you have Sophia Akufu on this matter. I've not granted interview. We have former Chief Justice Judge Wood, they are all not dead though, they are alive. And then the Tabamo, and then all the former Supreme Court judges who are on retirement will never grant interview to them, will never criticize their colleague openly like the way he did because of politics. You have been exposed. Shame unto you, a big disgrace to them, and I think say the Ghana Bar Association must reprimand you. And then the Judges Association, I'm calling on the Judges and Magistrate Association to release a letter condemning the conduct of Justice Atuguba. It's not befitting for a former justice of the Supreme Court to openly, ignorantly attack the other colleagues when you don't have the facts and you don't have the processes. You have not even read it. You were not served a copy. See, tonight, I think the Supreme Court has won. Their judgment stand. Almost judgment. Parliament. We have the Supreme Court judges, but their ruling, almost stop them from taking that decision. I got the form. They say under Attorney General, I file a statement of case. We are waiting for the Speaker of Parliament to also file your statement of case and go and meet the eminent jurists. The propaganda is not in the media.